Hello student. Today's topic is Karl Pearson and Bowles coefficient of skewness. Karl Pearson and Bowles coefficient of skewness are nothing but the scientist name. In this video, the example based on these two coefficient of skewness is there. So let us start with this topic. Example number 1. In a certain frequency distribution, the sum of upper and lower quartile is 45 and the difference between them is 15 and value of median is given, that is 20. Always remember the upper quartile is denoted by Q3 while lower quartile is denoted by Q1. So Q3 plus Q1 is 45 while Q3 minus Q1 is 15. Median is 20. Median is nothing but Q2, that is second quartile. So Q2 is 20. Now next what they asked to find the coefficient of skewness. Now in this question, which coefficient of skewness we need to find, it is not given. So it is decided by what information given in the question. Related to that we will find which coefficient of skewness will be applicable here. Now see, in this example, the information related to quartiles are given, right? So quartiles are used in Bowles coefficient of skewness. So we apply here Bowles coefficient of skewness. The formula is Q3 minus 2Q2 plus Q1 divided by Q3 minus Q1. Now put value of all this in this case. So what I get? First I write here Q3 plus Q1 together and minus 2Q2 separately. So Q3 plus Q1 value is what? 45. Q2 20 and denominator Q3 minus Q1 is what? 15. I put here all the values. So what I get here? 0.3333. This is my answer of Bowles coefficient of skewness. Now see, in this case this value is what? That is positive. Therefore, my interpretation is what? The distribution is the positively skewed. So, based on answer of the Bowles coefficient of skewness, you need to write the comment. Now, next example, example number 2. In a certain frequency distribution, upper quartile exceeds the median. Now, I already told you what is upper quartile? Q3. And what is Q2? What is median? That is Q2. What they given? Upper quartile exceeds the median by 10 units. Here, upper quartile exceeds the median by 10 units. So, Q3 is equals to 10 plus Q2. Similarly, whereas median exceeds the lower quartile by 7 units. Median exceeds the lower quartile by how many units? By 7 units. So this is my information given in example. So based on that I write here Q3 minus Q2 is equals to 10 and Q2 minus Q1 is equals to 7. So they asked to find again coefficient of skewness. So we use here the Bowles coefficient of skewness. So say this is the formula. This is another formula of Bowles coefficient of skewness. Formula is what? Q3 minus Q2 minus Q2 minus Q1, Q3 minus Q2 plus Q2 minus Q1. Now put this information in this formula. So what I get? 10 minus 7 divided by 10 plus 7. So answer is 3 divided by 17, which is greater than 0. Therefore again this answer is what? Positive. Therefore I write here distribution is positively skewed. Next example. Example number 3. For the following marks, calculate the coefficient of skewness. Now simple, the data is given 4, 8, 10, 6 and 6. So in this case we find here Karl Pearson coefficient of skewness. Okay. So for Karl Pearson coefficient of skewness we require 3 values. First value is x bar. That means the arithmetic mean. Second, sigma, that is standard deviation, and third value is m naught, that is mode. So we first find here value of x bar. So how to calculate? See, this is individual data. In that case, the formula is summation xi upon n. Summation xi is what? Addition of all these observation divided by n, that is number of observation. In this example, there are 5 number of observations. So answer is what? 34 divided by 5, that is 6.8. This is the answer of x bar. Now next value is what? Mode. Mode is nothing but the most repeated observation in the data. Now in this case, which observation is repeated? So see here, observation 6 repeated 2 times. Therefore I write mode is equals to 6. Now next I find the third value, the standard deviation. Formula is what? Under root summation xi square upon n minus x bar square. Now first I find here x bar square. So what is x bar square? It is individual observation square, that is 4 square plus 8 square plus 12 square plus 6 square plus 6 square. So answer is what? 224. So put here all these value and we find the answer of standard deviation. So see here, square root of summation xi square upon n minus x bar square. So 224 divided by 5 minus 6.8 square. So final answer after calculating is, it is what? 4.16. So final answer of standard deviation is 2.03960. Now put in this case, so what I get? xk is equals to x bar minus mode upon standard deviation. This is the formula to find the Karl-Pearson coefficient of skewness. So answer is what? 6.8 minus 6 divided by 2.03960. So final answer is what? 0.3922, which is also positive. Therefore what I write here? The distribution is positively skewed. So always remember, to find Karl-Pearson coefficient of skewness, formula is what? Mean minus mode upon standard deviation. Now next, example number 4. For the following information or for the following frequency distribution, find the Karl-Pearson coefficient of skewness and comment on the result. Now see, data is given. How much data is given? So see, in the question, marks and the frequency distribution is given. For this data, we have to find Karl-Pearson coefficient of skewness. Now this is what? This is group frequency distribution. Therefore, first I find here xi. How to find xi? It is middlemost value of classes. So what is middlemost value of first class? 5. For second 15, third 25, fourth 35 and fifth 45. So these are the xi. Next column fi into xi. So multiply these two columns, 2 with 5, we get 10, 3 into 15, that is 45 and so on. Next we find fi xi square. That means multiply fi xi with xi, I will get fi xi square. It is nothing but what? Fi into xi into xi. That is nothing but fi xi square. So that answer is what? 26, 75, 6250, 7350, 4050. Now find total or sum of some values. So first value, addition of fi is 23, addition of fi xi 565 and addition of fi xi square is 18,345. So first I find here x bar. Now this is group frequency distribution. Therefore formula is what? Summation fi xi upon capital N. What is summation fi xi? We already find here 565. Divide by. Now see, addition of frequency is always nothing but the capital N. Always remember here, summation of fi is always capital N. So capital N is what? 23. So my final answer is what? 24.5652. This is my answer of x bar. Next I find here sigma. So sigma is what? Summation of fi(xi) square minus n divided by n minus x bar square. fi(xi) square we find here. Divided by capital N 23 minus x bar we just find here, that is 24.5652 square. After calculating this I will get answer of sigma 13.93. Now this is the answer of standard deviation. Next I find mode. This is the formula for mode in case of group frequency distribution. So formula is what? L plus Fm minus F1 divided by 2Fm minus F1 minus F2 into H. First I explain you what are this value. What is Fm? The highest frequency. Now see here, my highest value is what? 10. So 10 is nothing but Fm. That is highest frequency. F1, the frequency previous to highest. So about 10, value is what? 3. So 3 is nothing but my F1. What is F2 now? Below 10, whatever value is there, that is my F2. Okay. Into H. H is what? Width of these classes. So what is difference between these classes? 10. 10 minus 0, 10. 20 minus 10, 10. Okay, so your value of H is 10. And what is L? Now highest frequency is 10, right? So what is corresponding class of that frequency? So class is 20 to 30. L is nothing but lower limit of this class. So lower limit is what? 20, while upper limit is 30. So L is nothing but the 20. So after substituting this, I will find mode. So see here, 20 plus 10 minus 3 divided by 2 into 10 minus 3 minus 6 into 10. So final answer after calculating this is 26.36 in 36. Now put this value in case of escape. Mean minus mode divided by sigma. So 24.5652 minus 26.3636 divided by 13.93. So final answer is what? Minus 0.1435. Now see, this value is less than what? 0. So comment is what? The distribution is negatively skewed. If value is greater than 0, positively skewed. Value is less than 0, negatively skewed, and value is equals to 0, answer is that distribution is symmetric. Now next, compute Bowles's coefficient of skewness for the following series of observation. Now these are the values are given. Now total, first we have to count how many values are here. So see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So total there are 15 observations. So data given is what? It is odd. Next, convert this observation either in increasing order or decreasing order. So see, we first convert it into increasing order. So all observations are written in increasing order. Now we have to find here which coefficient? Bowles's coefficient of skewness. Therefore we require to find here all the quartiles. Now it is individual data. So formula for Q1 is what? N plus 1 divided by 4th observation. What is N? Number of observations. So 15 plus 1 divided by 4. So answer is what? 4th observation. So which is 4th observation in increasing order? 9. Therefore Q1 is 9. Next, formula for Q2 is 2 into n plus 1 divided by 4th observation. Again n 15. So 15 plus 1 divided by 4th. So after calculating this, we get 8 observations. Which is 8 observation in increasing order? 20. So answer of Q2 is what? 20 here. Next, third we find here Q3. 3 into n plus 1 divided by 4. So 3 into 15 plus 1 divided by 4. After calculating this, I get 12th observation. So which is 12th observation in increasing order? See, this is 4th, this is 8, and this is 12th observation. So my 12th observation is what? 40. Therefore Q3 here 40. So answer of Q1 9, answer of Q2 20, and answer of Q3 40. Now using formula for Bowles's coefficient of skewness, we find here SB. So see here, SB is nothing but Q3 minus 2Q2 plus Q1 divided by Q3 minus Q1. So put here all the value. 40 minus 2 into 20 plus 9 divided by 40 minus 9. So final answer is what? 0.29032, which is positively skewed. That means greater than 0. So my comment is what? The distribution is positively skewed. Now next example. So see here, for the given information, we have to compare the coefficient of skewness of two groups. So this information is given. So these are the two group 1 and group 2. Now for group 1, value of median, arithmetic mean and standard deviation is given. Similarly for group 2, all these three values are given. Now here mode is not given. When mode is not given, our regular formula of Karl-Pearson coefficient of skewness is not applied here. Therefore, we use here empirical equation. So what is empirical equation? So mean minus mode is equals to 3 times mean minus median. So our formula is what? See, SK for group 1, that is Karl-Pearson coefficient of skewness for group 1 is what? 3 into mean minus median divided by standard deviation. So 3 into mean for group 1 is what? 24, median 22 and standard deviation 10. So substitute here. So what we get? Answer is 0.6. Similarly, SK for group 2, 3 into mean minus median upon standard deviation. So mean is what? 22, median 25 and standard deviation 12. So answer is what? Minus 0.75. So these are the two values of what? Karl-Pearson coefficient of skewness for group 1 and group 2. Now what is comment based on these values? So see here, what we see, first value of SK is what? Greater than 0. So we write here group 1 is positively skewed. The second value of group 2 is what? Negative. Therefore we write comment negatively skewed. So after taking mod, this value becomes what? Positive. So see here, 0.75 for group 2 is larger than that of group 1. To write the comment, we use here positive value. Okay. So which value now greater here as compared to first or second group? So second value is always greater than the first value. Therefore I write here group 2 possesses more skewness. So this is my comment. Now always remember, to find Bowles's coefficient of skewness, we required 3 quartiles, upper quartile, lower quartile and median. And to find Karl-Pearson coefficient of skewness, we required mean, median and standard deviation. Based on the answers of skewness, that is Karl-Pearson coefficient of skewness and Bowles's coefficient of skewness, we write the comment. If these two values are greater than 0, comment is positively skewed. If these two values are less than 0, comment is negatively skewed. Thank you.